Attention, you are now listening to the Extra Medium Show with your hosts, Alex and Corey.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Extra Medium Show.
Back at it.
I am Corey.
I'm Alex.
Across the room.
We have Shaman.
Hey.
It's the first time he's ever introduced
I think
himself,
so.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind
felt
of threw
good.
me off.
Felt good.
Took a shot.
I was going for it.
All right. This week, what are we working with?
There's a lot of movies and TV shows out there with adults playing teenagers that are
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
But some can pull it off.
I mean, they do a lot because
But
most studios don't want to pay.
well, it's
The
the laws.
liabilities.
Yeah, like
They can only
can't
shoot
work.
so many
Yeah.
hours in a day.
Yeah.
for kids.
stupid
Yeah,
ass
so
unions.
they hire adults to play kids.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm anti-child labor law. I'll say
You just
that right
wanna work
off
'em?
the bat. You know, they
What
got
else
the
are they
energy.
good for? Like,
Jeez,
What do you mean?
I mean,
They're not good for that. It's
see, you can't even think of one.
what do you not yet? But you have to mold them into functioning
mold them into good ass workers.
contributors to society.
If the only thing they know is work, then they'll be quality.
Kids aren't
workers.
expected to contribute to society at a young age.
In 1833, kid workers were probably the best workers in the game.
Yeah, because people live to be 35.
Well,
So yeah, you peaked at 12.
hey, I'm just saying.
All right, so
Back
anyway.
at it. We're going to be talking about the movies where maybe they didn't pull it off as well as they would have liked to. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
almost every movie that it has kids playing.
No.
Adults playing kids.
Adults playing kids.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, I'll tell you one example where it's a little uncomfortable. In Titanic. Okay?
Okay.
Jack, I think, is an adult like he's old. Rose, in the beginning of the movie, she says she's like 17.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think she looks 17. First of all,
Yeah, I've never put those two
no.
together.
And then you think about it later in the movie. There's that sex scene. That's a little
Yeah,
weird.
It was a different time.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't that much older either. I mean, it is the
No.
weird straddling
I
the
don't-
18
Their
line.
their relationship, I don't mind so much. But it's that scene. Like,
I mean, if anything is weird, it's the person she's engaged to.
that's
is
true.
Like
He
40.
looks
yeah,
significantly older.
he's definitely like high 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you forget throughout the whole movie that she's only 17. You think I would say
Be honest,
mid-20s.
Completely forgot that she was 17 in the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think of like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how old Marty or how old
Oh shit.
Michael J. Fox. Jeez. I said Jamie Foxx.
I almost
Close.
said that too.
I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm not sure how old exactly he was, but he's clearly not a teen. It says he's 29. I think.
He was 29 when that
believe
was filmed. I believe it. I believe it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he was 24 in the first one. I'm sorry, 29 by the last.
Okay.
Yeah, but wasn't he playing like a...
At least
15
at
or-
most 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Maybe 18-year-old because he's still in high school,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a 15, 16 year old.
Maybe. But he has his license. Remember he wants to get that truck.
True.
Is that the first one?
Yeah.
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 so
He's definitely in high school in the first
at least
one.
16.
Be honest, I thought he pulled it off because I never questioned it.
Yeah. Well,
Is it just because he's short
That could
I
be
think
it.
that
That could
helps.
be it. That helps.
and they just dress him in teenager clothing?
And yeah, for that time period.
I think it's the way you talk too. Like, I don't know. He just had like he pulled off a teenager. I think.
You know what creeps me out
What?
is that new show Chad, I think it's called, on like TV.
Oh,
Plus.
I've seen.
like they're
clips of it.
grown ass women playing high school boys.
They're women playing
Yeah,
high school boys.
it's a woman. I can't remember.
Well, she's transgender.
oh really?
I believe so. Yeah.
I thought she was just straight out playing a dude, but still, she like
No, I
like
believe
she's
it's
like 45.
well,
I don't know.
And she's
It's
Yeah, she's old as shit.
who is it?
it's pretty. I mean, it is kind of awkward looking, but
It's definitely, in my opinion, easier for a girl to play a younger role than a guy. I think. Would you say?
yeah.
I think so. because well, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I just think so.
Like Audrey Hepburn was like 32, and when
Which I didn't even know she was supposed to.
Okay, she's 40.
Well, still.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
40
kinda-
playing like a
that's crazy.
15-year-old. Because
Yeah.
she's like a freshman in high school. It's like, that's creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Is it-
How?
I don't know if it's creepy, but
She looks creepy.
I mean,
Well, Shaman, you're drifting in the waters. Because of the whole,
No, like, she
trying to
got
draw you back.
saggy.
Trying to help you over
No,
here,
she's
but
got like sag. I'm not talking about the transgender part.
okay.
But she has like saggy ass skin and stuff, and it's just, ooh.
okay. We know what gets Shaman.
No, Audrey Hepburn was like 32 in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I've never seen that movie.
Didn't you go to
Tiffany's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you never seen the movie?
Nah.
Why did you go?
To see it.
Because
It
of
was
the
right.
name.
It's right next to Donald Trump Tower.
But you drove there specifically for that.
No. Oh no. That I went to the Tiffany's in New York, but then Dana and I also went to some restaurant in Pennsylvania that was
This is what I'm
breakfast
talking
at
about.
Tiffany's themed.
And you never seen the movie.
My wife has.
Why wouldn't but you went there specifically for that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you watch the movie before you went so you would understand the references of the restaurant?
I was all about the bagel sandwich, man.
But we watched like that's what we do is watch movies.
Yeah.
And you went
I hear you. I
it's
hear
just
you.
strange to me.
I hear you. And I don't have a valid
Alright.
response to
I
you.
mean, I've never seen that movie either, so.
No, what is it? She's like is it like a Pretty Woman situation?
She's not a prostitute.
Well, no, but like she meets like
She's
a
not a prostitute.
like a older rich guy.
Yeah, I don't know the exact
Have you
details of the
seen
movie.
it?
I've seen it a long time ago.
don't
I didn't drive across to a different state to a restaurant themed for it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying. I understand why your wife. I understand why your wife would want to go.
To the credit of that restaurant, they messed up our order and gave us a whole second order free. So I was loaded with breakfast sandwiches.
They probably felt bad because you drove from Ohio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
And they were like,
Was
our
it-
breakfast
was the
sandwich
sa-
is
the
just
sandwich
okay.
is good, though?
Hell yeah, they were good. Dana got some
Well, free
like,
tastes better.
freaking like savory pancakes. They were pretty good too.
Free stuff always tastes better.
Hell yeah, just like
Yeah.
yeah.
What else we got? I think of like I'm not sure how old the American Pie guys are.
That's
Yeah.
a tough one. Like those kind of movies are tough because they're so raunchy in the first place that I feel like you have to have adults anyways.
Yeah. You can't put like an actual teenager in that.
Right.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple of those. I haven't seen the whole franchise.
I think I've seen
I think I've seen one.
all of them
and
except for like the
Bandcamp.
new ones. Like the new ones. that
I've
don't
seen all of
star
them.
the-
I've seen all of them because I kind of like grew up with them.
Right.
So yeah, it was like right in my wheelhouse when I was in high school.
I always remember the apple pie scene.
Well, yeah.
That was.
It's the cover of the first movie.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
it?
opening
Pie, yeah.
scene, right?
I don't know if it's the opening.
It's not the
scene.
opening scene.
It's at the beginning of
No,
the
it's
movie.
not the opening scene, but
It's at the
it's in the definitely like the first quarter of the movie. You ever seen Clueless?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stacey
Love
Dash
that.
was like in her 30s
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
when they
That's
Which
a fantastic movie.
Which I did not think she was that old. I thought she was like maybe at the most 20 in that movie.
She's like a huge. She's really into politics
Yeah,
now. She's
yeah.
kind of
there's a whole she's a
doing her thing and vibing, I guess. I'll tell you what. In my opinion, the worst offender of this has got to be Grease.
yeah.
Those people look like
That
they're
one-
50
that one-
years old.
Rizzo or whatever.
She was
Yeah.
33 when she was in it.
Yeah, she was, and
Yeah.
she looked old to
Yeah.
all of them. Dude, Kaneki looked
so
like he smoked
old.
60 packs a day.
Yeah, those two. Definitely.
I was in love with that movie, and that's my assumption of what high school kids looked like when I was like 6. Yeah, and
Thought they were all greasers.
just grown ass men wearing leather jackets. No,
Then when you got to high school, there was nothing like that.
puberty hit people hard in high school, and they did not look like that. I'll tell you that. No, but I don't think there's any of them that really look like they could be. There's one of the greasers, the blonde guy, who doesn't really have many lines. You know who I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about? He maybe could have. And then his date, the nerdier girl, maybe, but I don't know.
Sandy at times, but
Sandy, I had the biggest freaking crush on Sandy.
well, I mean, you're supposed to. That was the point.
Yeah. Let me tell you about this though. Grease, is a whole story of her ascension into heaven.
Yeah, and they fly up at the end.
Yep. Because she drowned in the beginning when they were at the beach, and Danny didn't save her, but she was having like not a flash of her whole life, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's
Is
not-
it though?
Yeah,
How do you? What do you think about
because the movie's not that deep.
it? It could be.
It's not.
You don't fucking know.
I
I
don't
do
think
know.
that was the
It's
intention,
Grease,
but
man.
it's a
No.
good
They made a
theory.
Grease too. That's how
They
I
did
know
make
it's
a
not that
Grease,
deep.
too. They did.
I think it's a good theory, but it's just a theory. I don't think that's what the directors were going
No,
for.
no,
Okay.
that's just an old movie that people have too much time to think about. It seems like the times they get it right are the shows that grow up with a kid, like Boy Meets World,
Okay.
Family Matters. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
those shows. Those kids are believable, but they also then they have a short window because obviously the kids grow up fast.
Like Full House, would that be like?
Yeah,
something
yeah. The
there?
kids were kids.
Yeah.
Those are actual kids. They
Yeah.
grow up.
That's why a lot of like twins become famous because you could swap them in and out for how many hours
And
they
then
work.
the high school thing kind of works at that
Yeah.
age. But if it's the shows that start in high school
Mhm.
and they try and take the shortcut, get adults to play
Mhm.
kids, and then 5 seasons go by, and
Yeah,
even if the
he's
person was
looking rough.
22 when they started, yeah, now they're 27
That's like Glee.
playing seniors. Yeah, that's what
Glee's like a perfect example of that.
yeah.
I mean, that one guy that I think the first guy that died was like 30,
Mhm.
35 when he was filming, and that's
Yeah.
mm.
Happy Days.
oh
Yeah. How old was?
Henry Winkler.
the
Yeah.
Fonz,
Yeah, he's old. I'm not exactly sure.
bro. Let me tell you this story.
We used
that
to have a
makes me-
guy for that. That would, that would look that shit up. But
Here's a story that makes me sound dumb. When I was little, I thought Happy Days was actually filmed in the 50s. Okay, and I would see Henry Winkler in movies, current like present day, and I would think, man, this guy's got to be like 100 years old. Come to find out, it was like a Grease situation where it was filmed later. but
yeah, a
based-
70s
He was,
movie
he,
based.
he was
in the
27 when that was being filmed.
Damn.
Started being filmed.
Could I pass as a high schooler now?
If
I'm
you
27.
shaved,
You
Yeah,
think
if
so?
you shaved.
You're full of shit. No way.
I don't think so.
No.
Dude, you were.
Someone thought I was 40 the other day. Like,
Yeah.
that's tough.
I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
You could probably do it.
Dude, I don't think I've gotten ID since I was in when I first got my ID.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. I've lived a long and hard life. You can see it in my eyes. You can tell.
The girl who played Carrie was like 30
Yeah.
in the movie.
Mhm.
Whatever, I forget.
I've
her
never
name.
seen that movie.
What?
I don't watch scary movies, bro.
It's not even that scary.
Is it though?
It was scary at the time,
Wow.
but you watch it now. I just watched it.
Did you watch the new one? Have you watched the new
Her
one?
name's Sissy Spacek, Spacek.
Mm.
I watched the new one. I wasn't, and it didn't stick
Is
with
it
me.
like? Is it the same
It's
story?
yeah, it's almost the exact same story. I mean, there's just subtle differences, but
Doesn't
So-
she get like she's an outcast and they
Yeah.
let her win prom queen? or
yeah,
something like that, and then they
her mom's a religious nut, so she doesn't know anything really because her mom is like strict as hell.
right.
And she ends up going to school. She ends up getting her period. Everybody makes fun of her. You know, moms think she's the devil.
'Cause she got her period.
Her
Yeah,
mom's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, her mom's crazy.
mom's like mentally
She locks her
unstable.
in the closet because she thinks she's possessed and shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then the girls who were laughing at her get in trouble
But guess what?
because of it.
She is possessed.
Is she?
I mean,
Is that how she has those powers?
No, she's just psychotic, and
She's not just
I
psychotic.
don't
What do
think
you
that's the
mean?
right word.
She
think-
definitely has power.
yeah, she has power. She's telekinetic.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the girls they get banned from prom, so they set it up so she wins prom queen, and they dump animal blood on her when she goes up and gets it.
And then she just kills everyone.
Yeah, she like
She like
snaps.
she just stands there with the blood on her and then closes the doors and like
Oh, shit.
starts blowing shit up. And,
Yeah,
like,
but
killing
yeah.
people.
the original one's a lot better than the new one.
It's cool.
You-
So it's
you
kind of
get-
it's a revenge story. Really, it's like not that scary. It's more of like
Yeah.
you're kind of rooting for Carrie.
It
Yeah,
teaches
you're
you
like-
not to fuck with. You just don't fuck with people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
yeah,
that easy.
she has a
Just-
shit life at
Now-
home. Her
Yeah.
mom's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The people in the audience had nothing to do with it.
They're
Hey.
laughing at her.
Yeah. As soon as you start chuckling, you're fucked.
I mean,
You're gone.
would you have laughed?
Nope.
No, I'd have been like, that's
I would have been like,
See,
yo.
you even stop.
no. I try to think about like 17-year-old me.
Yeah,
I don't do well with blood. I probably wouldn't have responded well.
I would
with
have just
that.
been like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. I'd have been like,
It was prom.
yeah, it was that prom.
yeah, and she's up there in like a white dress.
I would have probably been at the table eating
for
at
the
that
aesthetic.
Point, so.
They were like presenting King of Queens, so like everybody was at the stage. Like,
Well, I would have been up there because I would have been prom queen. Prom.
okay, Freudian slip right there. We just found the root. This is a historic day. Let's stop. Stop the clock. This is a historic day at the Extra Medium Show. We just
Damn
found
it.
the root of all Alex's inner anguish. One day you might live out your dream, become prom queen.
We'll see.
Just don't put that pressure on kids in the future. Like, you're gonna like Alex is gonna be a pageant mom.
God damn it. We're gonna digress from that real fast.
So much makes sense now. You guys, you have no idea. All right.
I'm gonna switch it up. Let's get another off-topic or on-topic movie. The Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
looks pretty young though.
Yeah, but the Spider-Man, he's supposed to be younger, and that's where I think the newer Spider-Man does very well. At.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's
Tom
supposed
Holland.
to be younger?
Like 14?
Yeah, he's not supposed to be in high school yet.
But in the movie, he's in high school.
Yeah.
So
That's where that movie's incorrect.
But you're arguing a different thing. Like you're arguing that because of the comic book, he's supposed to be that age.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the-
I see what what you're saying is they're not wrong with having Tobey Maguire play that Spider-Man because that Spider-Man's in high school.
Exactly.
But he's not supposed to be. So that's like a
yeah.
okay.
Now
you're
I
looking
see
at
that.
it from the comic book point of view and saying, wait, Spider-Man's supposed to be 14. This dude
I mean,
looks like he's at
Tobey
least 20.
Maguire was still 27 playing a high school kid.
I'm
That's
looking
true.
at it not. I didn't read the Spider-Man comics. I'm looking at it saying, hey, this high school kid's probably 17.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
making
he
out
was-
with
he was
trying to
at
get with this
least
chick.
a
Tobey
sophomore,
Maguire looks
junior.
kind of young. I believed it.
Yeah.
He graduates like after the first one, right? In that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
I don't know. I have a hard time following along with all that, the different universes, and it's
See
just like
that? Okay, I'm
at the end of the day, I'm just like,
who?
who cares?
Yeah.
Shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, some people do, but it's just like it's exhausting.
It's tough. It just depends on.
We can
what,
have another episode for that, and Shaman
Yeah.
can flex on everybody and do his dance. But
Yeah, he was a little too old for that movie in my opinion. When he was already 27.
A lot of the superheroes are like.
is he the best
teenagers.
Spider-Man? Before we move on,
Ooh, I like the new guy, Tom Holland.
I think all of them have their characteristics.
I've never seen one Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie.
so
I mean,
you like
Andrew
know
Garfield
way
was
more
still-
than I do, because
Yeah, Andrew Garfield was still, in my mind, slightly too old. Because he was like mid-20s.
I did see that scene where he snaps that girl's neck. That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
have you ever switching gears a little bit?
What?
You ever seen One Tree Hill?
Nope.
No, you haven't either,
No.
dude.
I only watched.
They're
7.
all easily in their 20s.
Yeah.
Like easily.
But they're high schoolers.
Yeah, and it like follows them through. They start out as like sophomores or juniors or something, and then it follows them like into adulthood pretty much.
Yeah.
And they all become super successful. Not one of them's a loser really. Like one goes to the NBA. Like but
Yeah.
no, it's Hillary Burton's in it.
In the NBA.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
One's a writer. One owns a bit. Like they're all super successful. It's annoying. But
Not one person who got addicted to speed and
not
fell off.
like it might have been like a 1 episode thing or something. But
like that. Have you ever seen that Saved by the Bell episode?
yeah,
Where what's her name?
Jesse.
Jesse gets addicted. They
Yeah.
couldn't say like Adderall or something because the company wouldn't let them.
Yeah.
So
that's a funny episode.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's kind of funny.
you know,
I under.
could Saved by the Bell be one? I mean, that's one where
No,
it
they-
started with them young.
And
Yeah.
that they run into that same kind of problem, but they did.
Then they go to college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think they pulled that off.
It kinda- you
Is that
kinda
why
run
Boy
out.
Meets World went to college?
yeah, because he
Yeah.
grows up, and at some
Yeah.
point, it's not believable.
Yeah.
I mean,
you either got to end the show.
how many seasons was he in there for?
What are
Boy,
we talking-
Boy Meets World.
Ooh.
Like as he's young before he goes to college. I think they spaced that out perfectly. Mm-hmm. You know, year by year and stuff like
Who's
that.
your favorite character from Boy Meets World?
Sean.
Sounds kind of annoying.
I like the in college days the football coach guy, right? Or is that Saved by the Bell?
That's safe by the
That's
bell.
say about it.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Golick.
Golick, yeah.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, Bob Golick.
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I like Feeney.
Feeney's cool.
Yeah, Feeney's pretty good. Oh, no, you know who I like?
Who do you like?
The dad.
Yeah,
Boy Meets World. He's a solid guy through and through for most of the show.
Eric's pretty lit.
Yeah, he's
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
lit.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
There's one show where it's a show like that, and I don't remember what it is, but they had like a dude living in a van in the driveway. What show is that?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
I know the show, and it's like the dad has kids and the mom has kids and they get married.
It's the
and-
Brady Bunch.
No.
No, I think you're right though. I think you're right. Step by step.
Yep.
Uh,
I just got it from my source.
who's that?
Dana. Step by step.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I remember from it is the guy in the van, but it seemed
Yeah,
right.
it was like because he worked for the dad.
There's a ton of shows that I like because if you like Google this, you can come up with like 500 different TV shows where people are like, no,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah,
This
like-
is it.
For example, Jason Earls from Hannah Montana. He was 30 when he was playing
Yeah.
her brother.
Damn.
Did you watch a lot of Hannah Montana?
Nah, it's too old.
My sister watched that all the fucking time.
Really?
Hated it. Hated it.
Yeah, but
Did not enjoy it.
how old was she when she was watching it?
Like 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Seems like something you'd be into.
Why?
I don't know. I thought
You wanna
maybe
be
they'd-
prom-
What the hell do you mean by that shit?
You wanted to be prom queen.
No,
See, this all fits the description. Now he gets overly defensive, and then he comes back and tries to be super macho. We know how this goes.
I just wanted to wear the fucking crown. Jesus. Okay.
just want to be pretty one day.
Have you seen Bill and Ted?
Yeah, of course.
Would you think they're in high school?
No, but it's so stupid
Yeah.
that I don't think it really matters.
Here's another one from the 80s. Fast Times.
Yeah.
Those,
Yeah,
especially
actually,
the
the-
brother.
The girl does though. The girl looks like she could be. in
Yeah,
high
but
school.
the brother who works at the fast food place,
yeah, it's what's his name?
that one guy.
Yeah. I keep wanting to say Jason Segel. That's not who that is it?
No.
Judge Reinhold no.
What?
What? Did you just say words?
Yeah, no, his name's Judge Reinhold.
I don't remember him being in anything else really.
His name was Brad Hamilton in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has he been in anything else?
Yeah.
I mean,
Beverly
obviously.
Hills Cops.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is.
okay.
Yep.
The Santa
Yeah.
Claus.
Ah, he's the stepdad.
Oh yeah, shit.
Shit.
I was like,
Never mind.
yeah, he's been in
Never
the movie.
Damn.
That's one of those the Santa Claus where they make like the stepdad out to be a bad guy. Like
He's just trying,
he's
man.
just trying to do
Trying.
his best, man. Like,
Trying to come in
and
this
he's
family.
like the bad guy of the whole
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
This is something I didn't know. Nicolas Cage was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
As
Brad's bud.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He might have worked at the
that's what I'm thinking. Like, But that's just
Fast
one of
food
those
place.
facts that, you know.
Nick Cage.
I appreciate that.
You know,
A fun fact.
now everyone listening knows that too.
All right. Anything else that we're missing? I mean, obviously there's a ton.
Mm-hmm.
You got Channing Tatum in She's the Man. Have you seen that? That's
Yeah.
where Amanda Bynes plays soccer, right?
Yeah.
He looks old as shit. But I don't even know if he was
Gabrielle
old.
Union in Bring It On.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
She was like
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know for a fact you're not a fucking high schooler. Like,
For a fact.
What's everybody in that movie looks pretty old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even like the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Any movie pretty much with Freddie Prinze Jr. in it.
Yeah.
He played
Yeah.
he played like 20 movies where he was a high school kid and he had to be at least 25, 30.
Mhm.
He's
What's that? She's All That?
She's All That.
She's all that. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Is he a high school kid in that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a sequel to that. Like
Yeah.
he keeps playing that character. Going back to that.
Have you ever seen the parody of She's All That?
Yeah. With the guy that plays Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. I'm usually not a fan of like those spoofy kind of movies, but that one's pretty good. Has like the dad who's like a vet, but right? Or is that the original that I'm thinking of?
I think it might be the original.
Maybe.
What about the dude from Friday Night Lights? Taylor, the Taylor Kitsch.
The movie Friday Night Lights. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yes.
Is that the guy from Tokyo Drift? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Tim Riggins? Wait,
No.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
No.
The TV show.
Yeah, you're thinking of
I've
a TV
never seen
show.
the TV show.
The guy who plays John Carter in John Carter.
I don't know what that is.
You've never seen it?
John Carter and John Carter?
Yeah. His name's John Carter and the movie's called John
So
Carter.
he's the star of it?
Yeah. But yeah, he was super old in the TV show.
The Stranger Kids things. Those are
What?
the strange. That's a stroke. The Stranger Things kids.
They look young.
They're all kids, right?
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
kids.
But they're
going through
this,
puberty.
This next season's gonna be them being like
It's gonna be weird
it's gonna be real weird.
because that's you have to move that timeline along.
well, I'll tell you, how many seasons has there been? 3?
Yeah.
4? I don't know. Whatever there is, the first season you get that like super nostalgic feeling because they're just kids. They're they're
Riding
doing their
bikes,
thing.
yeah.
The latest season that came out, they're like starting to like make out with each other and stuff, and it's just.
Well, I mean that's
Well, I get it, but
That
it's-
happens when you're
I get
that
it.
age. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's I don't know.
There's got to be. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
we're gonna be missing a ton.
That's what I'm-
because
Ferris Bueller's.
yeah.
What about that? Ferris Bueller himself
could pass. Could
but
pass.
Cameron, I think he definitely looks older.
You think Cameron's the problem?
I think so. You don't think so?
I mean, I think they both look pretty old.
You know what I would do to own that house that was Cameron's house?
What?
That a lot. I'll just put it like that. I like that house a lot. The whole, like, panoramic window in the woods. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Still, he's sad.
Well,
Let my Cameron
I heard.
go.
Or here's another theory about that: is it's all Ferris Bueller is an imaginary person in Cameron's head because that's what Cameron wishes he would be like, but instead he's just all depressed Cameron, and he makes up Ferris to live through him basically.
So why would the principal go to Ferris's house?
It's. I mean, yeah, I get that. There's
So
a
you
couple
have all these theories where I'm like, I can see
I mean,
where
it's
it
another
is.
Donnie Darko. There you go.
Shut the fuck up! Don't even bring it up. Don't even bring it up.
I like that jab, Shane. Keep it up.
You son of a bitch. I got the script of Donnie Darko for my birthday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it framed?
No, it's a book, and it has the philosophy of time travel attached to it too.
That's cool.
Did you read that?
Not yet.
You're not gonna read it.
I read, man. I was reading a book the other day, and it didn't even have pictures in it.
Wow.
Yep.
Does this have pictures in it? The Donnie Darko book?
Yep.
Really?
I think a couple like it has like artist. You know how they make the
sketches.
they like make pictures to visualize the script
Yeah.
before a movie's made.
There's a name for
There
it.
is. It's whatever that is.
Yeah.
We should probably know that since this is a film podcast.
Hey, but this is an amateur. Everybody knows this is an amateur operation. We're one of them. We're one of the people.
yeah,
And we're not here to break down film types and
I hear
whatever you were
I
messing
hear
with before we got here.
I hear you. Yeah. I can't think of any more.
I mean, there's a
examples.
ton. I'm
There's
sure people
gotta
are
be.
going to hit me up. There's a ton of older ones, especially because
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day,
Yeah.
before HD.
Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. I don't know how old they were. Obviously, I mean,
they
they were over 18.
They were. There was a few of them that look older, a few of them that look much younger. You know, that's one of my favorite movies right there, like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's gonna do it on that.
Yeah.
All
Get
right.
down into our next segment. The countdown.
Yes, sir. This week, I'm not even gonna try guessing what number we're on. We're on 80 something.
We're in the 80s.
Just follow along, please.
Why get specific?
Yeah.
Like coming up with details like that would just require like
Just
5 to 10 minutes before the show, and
Yeah.
I just don't
it's
think.
just too much. It's asking a lot out of us.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough. But what did we watch this week?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yes.
It's 83.
83.
Number 83, Shaman.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
What'd you think?
It's good, especially for like Jim Carrey playing those roles.
Mhm.
I like it.
I just watched it for the first time 3 days ago,
really.
and
Yeah,
I
same
had
here.
never even really heard of it. Well, I've heard of it, but I didn't know anything about it.
I've never even heard of the movie before.
Wow.
Yeah. And finding out it was Jim Carrey, and then Dana had seen it. It's one of her favorite movies. Said that I was like, is it funny? She's like, no, not at all. And I was
No.
like, I really enjoy when traditional comedic actors play serious roles. I really enjoy that.
But he does it a few times. Like
Mhm.
see, that's what is Jim Carrey a comedic actor? Because I feel like that's unfair.
That's true.
Like
think
that's how
that's
he
his-
broke in.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
his
since
base.
then I mean
He's grown.
I can
As-
think of a handful off the Truman Show,
Mm-hmm.
13,
Mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah.
I mean
But then you also have The Mask and Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber.
he has the ability to be funny.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't know.
I just think he kind of gets
That's true. What would you call Robin Williams then? Because we were talking about him a couple episodes ago. I'm a fan of his series.
get-
role.
Typecast as just a comedic.
but they don't
actor.
get
like a goofy-
typecast because they're getting roles as serious actors.
Yeah,
so-
but when
Yeah.
you say Jim Carrey, people think, oh, Ace Ventura.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What movie do you think of when you hear Jim Carrey?
Dumb and Dumber
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
or Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
probably.
Those are his.
Yeah. Yeah. But back to this. I liked it.
I
The
liked
cable
it
guy.
too.
The cable guy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, I haven't talked to one person who watched this and like didn't like it. I mean, it might not be everybody's like favorite movie.
No, it was a little weird starting out. I'll say that.
What?
What about it?
Like, he's talking to the girl, they're having a good time, and then it just like flashes forward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was lost. I was like, what just happened?
So you
and,
did.
and then I had to continue
But
watching it.
you find out. I'm gonna.
No, go ahead. You can spoil a little bit. Just don't give away like
It's not a
everything.
flash forward. It's a
Really?
flash backwards.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's. I mean that kind of hit me hard. Well, not hard, but I was like, I got confused for a little bit. But I'll tell you when I realized that happened is because in the beginning of the movie, when he wakes up, he goes out to his car, looks down at his car. He thinks the guy next to him ran into him when he was parking, and then there's a scene farther
Yeah.
along in the movie when she drives home drunk and he moves the car and hits
Yep.
the fire hydrant. And
Yeah.
you're like, I even looked at Dana. I was like, that's from the morning when he woke
Right.
up. You know, I liked it. I liked the idea, like the plot a lot. Like,
Would you go through with it? Getting your
Well,
mind.
let's explain what it is first, because I think we can say that. So basically, there's a doctor. I don't know if it's legit or not. It seems pretty legit.
Yeah.
Where they do basically a
A memory.
brain scan where they erase memories. So if you have in their case, it was a breakup. But if you have a dog that you really miss, you go into this place and you bring in everything that reminds you of the dog. And they
map your brain.
map your brain and take out every memory of that dog. So you wake up the next day, because you'll show them everything. You'll go home, take a sleeping pill. They'll come to your house and erase your memories.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up the next day, and they're gone.
Yeah.
You never even will remember that dog. So in this case, he's dating Kirsten Dunst, and no, he's not. That's the lab assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dating Kate Winslet, and they break up. She's a very spur of the moment person, so she goes and has her memory erased, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna do that too," and they do that.
Imagine being so horrible. Like as soon as, like how would that, like you break up, like you and your girlfriend break up, and she immediately is like, I don't want to remember you at all.
But see, the thing is, they didn't even break up. She just left one night, and
Yeah, they had an
went and
argument.
fucking did it.
Yeah.
And then he sees her at the store, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" At the where she worked, and she's like kissing on some other guy,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yo."
Now let's talk about that other guy.
The other guy's a piece of shit because he helps the guy who does the brain mapping, and he found out all her information and started using it to get her to like him. Like he was saying the right shit,
Yeah.
what she wanted to hear and stuff. And so he started dating her. And it was what's his name? He's the guy from
Frodo.
yeah, from Lord of the Rings.
That's his name, is Frodo.
Frodo. We're gonna go with that because
Yeah.
he's a dick in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like straight. He's creepy as shit. He steals her underwear when they're.
He does
Aw,
when she's sleeping.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's
Mm.
creepy.
At least do it when they're awake. So there's
Yeah.
at least a little challenge, you know.
No, but it's a good movie, hands down. I like the concept of the whole mind wiping, but is that plausible? I don't really think so yet.
It kind of was like Inception in a way too, because when he's having his mind wiped,
He's trying to
he's lucid in his dreams.
Yeah, he's trying to run away from it,
Mhm,
so he
'cause-
keeps the memory, which
Yeah, he realizes he doesn't actually want to.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
so he's
And-
jumping through his memories, trying
Yeah.
to run
Yeah.
away.
But then it's almost like a butterfly effect too, because when he starts changing shit, stuff starts going. His memories start messing up.
I don't think there's anything I would do to erase them.
Well, there's a point of the movie that I don't want to spoil, but sometimes it's good to have the memories, even though the outcome is bad. You still can remember the good times.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
well, you do.
but-
You have to have the good times.
Yeah,
with the bad
I'll
times.
tell you my opinion. I wouldn't do it because, like you said, you have the good and the bad. Everything,
Yeah.
every instance that you've experienced made you the person
Yeah,
that you are.
you want to forget the bad times, but why not remember the good times too? You
Yeah,
know?
no, but no. Look, I wouldn't do it because without the bad times, there are no good times.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Like if you had
Sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain.
Yeah,
type shit.
like if you went there to have your dog's memory erased that died, Yeah, it sucks that your dog died. Probably,
Right.
I'd assume that's why you're
But
there.
you won't remember any of the good
Right,
times.
yeah,
you
that's weak.
obviously love that.
That's
dog.
weak, and that's the point of life. I mean, by the end of the day, you wouldn't. I don't know. That's weird.
No, I don't think I would do it. I mean, the only time you would do that is kind of like how she did it, where it's spur of the moment, where you're like, grief is hard, and sometimes you get hit hard, and you'll want to do it, but then the next day you'll miss the stuff that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would imagine there would be a waiver period for a procedure like that.
Yeah.
They'd ask you, when
Like your
Like they wouldn't let you come in and make an emotional decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what they did. Like she literally did it, bam, right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the movie, like when he's going in there, there is a way. Like they're telling, "Oh, we're busy," call
Yeah.
back at March.
Well,
1st.
someone who was on the phone with her was trying to get her third procedure done that month, and she was like, "We can't do that." So I don't know if like let's say you have a dog. I keep bringing it up
Yeah,
just
why
because
you keep going back to
it's
dogs?
just the easy way, and I don't want to spoil anything in the movie. So that's just. But What if you see a dog that looks just like your dog? Is that going to make you remember it?
No,
You don't think so?
no, because they removed that.
Okay. But look at what
But then
happens.
at the end
in
of the day, you're
movie.
just like a happy robot.
Yeah.
That's weird.
People just want to be happy.
Nah, I like being sad sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Listen to a good song, brings back memories,
Yeah.
put you in that mood.
When you get sad, that just makes when you get happy again better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
good.
if you're always happy, it's just plain. But if you can go up and down,
Right.
I don't know.
Once heard a quote that was why a guy didn't do drugs.
Okay.
And it was because if everything is beautiful, then nothing is beautiful.
Mm. I
Feel?
like that.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I get it. Was he like saying that when he was tripping on acid?
No, I forget. It's somebody super famous, so I'm not sure who it is, but it stuck with me. I
Wayne
remember.
Gretzky.
No, it wasn't.
So what would you
Michael
rate it?
Scott, I believe.
What would I rate it? I thought it was a good movie. I didn't love it. 7.7.
Okay, I'd gave it a 7.9.
Okay.
It was a little hard to follow at times,
Yeah.
but it was a very good movie. It was Jim Carrey's, a serious role, very good in his aspect. So
I think he did do very
I'll
well.
give it an 8.2.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the original concept.
It's one of those movies.
I understood it more than Donnie Darko.
Damn it.
And
I am glad it was on the list. I'll say that. I would not.
it's on the
have watched-
list. It's on the
Yeah.
list for a reason.
I would not have watched it if it
No.
wasn't. To be honest, and I'm glad it was. Glad I watched it.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies I was talking about last week, I think, where it's like you get done watching that movie and you're like, you feel something from it, like it makes you think about. Because I was driving to work the next day, and like thinking about it, like
Yeah.
basically what we just talked about, like would I do that?
Yeah.
When-
And that's the whole point, though. Like, that's not necessarily a good feeling that it leaves you with, but it's
Right.
still a feeling.
It's a
Yeah,
feeling.
It affects
Yeah.
you in some way.
It affects you in some way.
and that's what makes you
Remember it.
Yep.
feel alive.
Will I watch it again? Yeah, I mean maybe.
I'll give it.
If
A,
it's on
but
TV,
I'll
I
give
might.
it. I'm gonna give it a while, a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a movie you only watch once? I don't think so.
But I would recommend.
Like in a very, if you try to just reduce it to its basic form, it's a pretty decent romantic, not even rom-com. It's like, but then you have the layers which just make it better, like it's a rom-com, or it's just a romantic movie with Inception, with the butterfly effect, it's good.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. The Extra Medium Show would recommend.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on to the next segment. It's okay. That's okay. I like the funk. My man hit the wrong key. We had a different intro song. Doesn't matter. It's how we roll.
All right.
Moving to the next segment. What did you watch?
Shaman.
On the spot.
Okay,
He's ready.
so I was ready. I watched the classic Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
Steel?
Yeah, Steel. Yep.
I've never even heard of that.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I don't
you?
know what
It's
you're talking about.
it's a comic book hero.
Is it Shazam?
No.
Okay.
Wait, so Shaq played more than one
Yeah.
comic book hero?
What was the other one he played? The genie?
Oh, is that the fake? That's not. Okay, go ahead. I'm
It's-
sorry.
but he's not a comic book hero. No, like he plays Steel. The guy John Henry. The guy.
Yeah, who beat the steam engine?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They made a comic book kind of similar based off of that.
Okay.
He's an army vet. Stuff happens. He tries to protect people. He builds his own suit of armor. And he just fights crime. Pretty much that. It's Shaquille O'Neal. He's in the army. He makes weapons. Something happens that makes him leave and doesn't want to do anything with weapons again. Then he finds out his weapons are on the street. So he builds his suits of armor and he fights them with the weapons he builds again. And he just fights them and wins. And
Is it a bad movie?
It sounds stupid.
I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. I would suggest
don't-
watching it at least once.
Really?
Yes, just to get see it. It is a
Really?
relatively funny movie. I mean, it's not a comic movie. But it's
What,
not a good movie.
Was he in the NBA at this point?
Yes, and they even jab at his free throwing abilities
Yeah,
the
of
entire
course they
movie.
do because it's a bad movie. I don't even gotta see it.
Damn.
No, it's a. I would recommend if you guys have not seen it.
All right.
Who's a better actor?
Steel. The whole title is
Steel, Steel.
okay.
Who's the better actor, Shaq or Sinbad?
Sinbad.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaq is not believable in anything.
Oh, he's 8 feet tall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a
He towers
superhero,
over
but even the
everybody
way
else.
he talks and stuff.
Is there a
like-
love interest?
No, but he's really good friends with the person that got hurt in the army. And that's why he leaves.
Stop right there. I'm Shaq.
So you would recommend
You
it?
should. It's funny because when he's in the suit of armor, it's just he's running and he's running slow as shit, and it's just like it's on HBO Max. So
Oh man, I just looked up the cover art for or the
I bet Rotten Tomatoes gives it like 10%.
shame. It's rated 2.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Damn. What?
12% on Rotten.
Well,
I said it wasn't a good movie, but I would say
Hey.
watch it at least once
Ah.
because it's just funny to watch.
Damn. Shaq was on the Lakers when he made this too, so he was just
damn.
chilling.
So it's
in
late.
LA.
He's just collecting the check.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, what'd you watch?
All right, so I've been, last time I was talking about storm chasing on Discovery Plus. Well, I drifted into another Discovery show, which I've seen a lot. I just started rewatching Ghost Adventures.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel about those
I like
shows?
it. I used to watch
I
them
think
all the
they're.
time.
episodes?
I think they're fake.
Do you?
Listen, I don't think. I'm not saying that ghosts are fake. I'm
Okay.
not like making that definitive statement.
Okay.
I'm saying that those TV shows are
Yeah,
fake.
I agree to that to some point.
It's really hard to believe because everything they show could be
could be
recreated.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
And then they play music when stuff happens, and you're like, I can't hear
Yeah,
shit.
because there's nothing to hear.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I enjoy it because of their reactions. You know, it is quality. Like, they start screaming at each other. And it's like, do you feel that? Do you feel that?
Look, if you're gonna buy into it, I'm sure it's entertaining, like WWE.
Yeah.
But it's just not. My
I
thing.
really enjoy the episodes because there's the two parts of the episode. There's the part in the beginning where they're interviewing all the people, taking like a tour of, let's say, the castle or whatever. I enjoy that because that's
could be into
those
that.
are legit like ghost stories. That are,
First-hand
like,
accounts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The investigations.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I guess I like that they show the evidence like right when they catch it. But there's a show that I used to watch all the time called Ghost Hunters. It was on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And that one, it was mainly these two dudes, and they had a team with them, and they were plumbers by day, and they would get calls to go to mostly people's houses. Ghost Adventures goes to like sites, know, or yeah.
Yeah, like historic ghost sites.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters goes to people's houses. Like, mom will call and say, "Hey, I think there's ghosts fucking with my kids."
Yeah.
So they would go and try to help. There, they would do more legit They would be more serious about it. They wouldn't be like go into a haunted house and try to fight the ghosts, which does happen in Ghost Adventures. He's like, if you want to fuck with someone, fuck with,
Come
like, what are
on,
you
man.
doing? You're fighting a ghost, like.
But worst case scenario, you're not making it out of that site. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no. Ghost Hunters, they would collect the evidence and then they would consult with the person and say what they felt, Because sometimes you have ghosts that are just chilling, doing their thing,
So
So
how much of this have you watched?
a considerable amount of both of them. But I do enjoy Ghost Adventures
So-
more.
Yeah, because more.
Still haven't watched Juice, but Ghost Encounters a
I love
significant amount.
Dude, there's so many ghost
Gotcha.
shows that are so good. There's one, it's called I forget what it's called. It has a detective and a medium. Okay, they
Yeah.
do separate investigations.
I like that one.
And then at the end,
Do they?
well, I don't know, but on TV they're separate. And then
You're better than this.
like
man.
the homie will find that some chick hung herself in 1880 in the house, and then find a picture of her, and then the medium will draw a fucking picture of her, and it's basically the same person. And it's like, wow, they figured it out, and they didn't even know.
Damn.
Yeah,
You're
no,
I think you're better than this, Alex.
dude. I like them.
It's okay.
I like the
You're
places.
allowed. You're allowed to like. You're allowed to like ridiculous
The
stuff. It's
show
fine.
that I like is Ghost Brothers. It's 3 black dudes investigating.
Shut
Bro,
up.
it's hilarious. You have to watch
They're called
it.
Ghost Brothers.
Yes.
And it's 3 black guys.
Yes.
Come on, what channel?
I think it's like on this
Travel Channel, probably.
something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's
They don't
hilarious.
They don't give a damn.
I like the places they go to. Like, I still think, I know I really want to still go to Mansfield Reformatory. I think they went there. I'm sure they went.
I've been there once.
I would go there.
Okay, so you want to go there, but you don't like haunted houses.
No, because I know for a fact that haunted house is something that's gonna jump out.
See,
at
look,
me.
I went to the Mansfield Reformatory.
Yeah.
Is that what's called Reformatory?
Yeah, I think.
For a haunted house.
Yeah, I don't fuck.
And
with
I
that.
didn't. I thought it would have been way scarier if there was nothing in there.
Exactly. I'll do one of those ghost tours.
But they
where you're
had like
walking around.
smoke machines and
Nah,
stuff. So I was
nah.
like, I'd feel like it would have been way scarier if it would have just been dark
Yep.
with like one flashlight.
Yep. My
Walk
problem
through.
with that is, let's say we went there, okay, and we're taking the ghost tour, not a haunted house, but just the tour.
Let's go stay all night.
If a demon or any entity were to attach to one of us, it would be me. It would be me.
Why?
Because
Because he's more open. He
no,
He has more
because-
space.
No,
no.
That's what you
'Cause
said. You said it. I didn't say it.
No. He's more open.
you son of a bitch!
He lets his presence out there.
No,
Like,
I wouldn't. I would probably react the
Well,
worst to it.
It's like
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
like
what I mean.
It's like how dogs can sense fear.
yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Like you're walking in
Yeah.
there like this is gonna happen,
Yeah.
and the ghosts are like, "That's our bitch."
That's our guy
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys heard it here. Coming soon. Extra medium ghost adventures. We're going. We're gonna stay do an overnight tour.
Bro,
Yeah, we're
we're
doing
gonna
it.
record that every day.
doing
Well, of
it.
course.
We're
We're
doing
all
it.
gonna wear GoPros,
I like it.
unedited, so all of Alex's tears.
You've
There
never
will be
been
tears.
with him.
I'll
on
get
a haunted-
will be
I'll get
tears.
night vision so we can capture that.
You've never been with him at a haunted house.
We
No.
drove 50
But this
minutes.
won't be a haunted house.
No,
That's-
no.
There'll be downtime. That's what'll be scary. Walking around when you first get there, your adrenaline's going. Yeah. But no, man, the downtime.
like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, you're sitting there. You just been chilling for an hour. Nobody said anything. Someone's sleeping in the corner. That's when it's scary. That's when it's scary.
Alex ain't sleeping.
We're doing it. It's official. We're doing it.
All right, yeah.
We gotta work on figuring out
Logistics.
group sizes and filming and all that. But we gotta make it
Coming to
happen.
you soon.
That'll be premium content.
All right. What did you watch?
All right, I watched a kind of weird, random, probably independent movie.
Okay.
Fairly new 2020 called Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank.
And there was nobody I'd really recognized in it.
Okay.
The main guy is, well, it's kind of a girl and a guy. Sophia Lillis and Paul Bettany.
I know Paul Bettany. He's
Really?
in A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's Uncle Frank.
Okay.
Steve Zahn is the girl's dad too. He's like the only one I recognized his face. Like,
Okay.
basically, it's a young girl back. I don't know what year it is. Late 70s maybe.
Okay.
It's late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, it just says the 70s.
Yeah. She lives in like Alabama, like country town. Her whole family is just kind of blah, but she's like different, like has big. She's meant for bigger things, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she has an Uncle Frank who lives in New York City, and he's like who she wants to be, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like he comes back, and she only sees him every few years and stuff, and he like gives her a speech like, you can be anybody you want to be type shit. She ends up going to NYU.
So she's like a teenager?
Yeah.
Okay.
She ends up going to NYU, and the whole movie's basically her like first year. But it turns out she finds out that Uncle Frank is gay,
Oh.
and it's like late
in the
70s,
that's
early
like
80s.
well, that's when AIDS was starting to
And she's
really
from
pop up.
Alabama, like her whole family. It's
Yeah.
kind of a thing, and his dad dies, so
Okay.
they have to drive back to Alabama for the funeral. And
Okay.
his partner is like this Muslim guy,
Oh.
so that's even another dynamic. And basically, he goes back to his dad's funeral, and his dad outs him in the will. It's a horror. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a horror. Like, they make him feel horrible about being gay. Like, it's a thing, and it's a weird movie in that, like, there's no action or anything. It's a drama. It's like, but it's different. I didn't know what it was. I just clicked on it and watched it, but it was good. It has good reviews. I think like 7.5 on IMDb. But kind of just like, yeah, a different perspective. But he's cool. Like, Uncle Frank is cool as shit. Like, he smokes cigarettes, and like, he's a philosophy teacher.
Do you not know that he's gay until like
She
into
goes
the
to New York?
movie? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
do you find out when she finds out? You know
I
what
knew
mean?
before it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they don't let you know right away. I probably gave too
just
much
a
away for
feeling.
somebody that wants to watch it, but it's still a really good movie. But yeah, there's some, like, even she says it, like, there's something different about Uncle Frank, and he's like, he gives her a speech like, if you get pregnant, call me before you call any of them, and I'll take care. Like, he's like looking out for her because he knows she's special too, and like,
damn.
and she kind of helps him through the whole thing. The guilt of being gay, like, because it's like a, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, especially
No.
like in the 70s and from Alabama.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a really good movie, and I didn't see it. Sorry to bring down.
Not
like-
who cares as in that.
no, I get what you're saying. I
But-
get what you're saying. No, but who cares? Yeah.
Yeah.
what would you rate the movie?
7.5,
Okay.
Wow.
7.3, 7.5, something like that.
I like that.
It wasn't exciting, but
it,
like
it seems like a movie that would still today make people uncomfortable, which
Oh,
it
yeah.
should, because
it was good in the way that like Aaron Brockovich is good.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's a good comparison.
It's probably one of those movies you probably wouldn't watch again.
I'm probably not
But-
gonna watch it. But I'm glad I did.
Did it get dry at all or anything?
No, not. I mean, it's mostly just dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good solid between 7.5. Would recommend.
I like it.
All right, we got anything else?
Oh, next week on the countdown is Inglourious Bastards.
Oh,
So
that would be number what? 82.
Two.
82 Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
You're gonna be excited about this one.
yeah. This
Expect
one
a
should be good
full.
one.
Expect a rundown on this.
We can do it. We can do it.
Whatever a rundown is.
All right. I think that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to everyone out there, all the daddies, and till next time.
See ya.